Hello my friends. Hello my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Just live Miss T. I'm already messing up. I wanted to come in tonight and share some information with you. Um, Something that just came on my mind. I thought you might like to hear it. But what I want you to know is, and this really came to mind when I watched this video. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I was following a certain woman on there. And when she started her channel by me. I was watching her on somebody else's channel, then she decided to start her own channel. So at first she was like, oh yes, I want to share positive things, blah, blah, blah. I'm a positive person, this and that and whatnot. And after a while, the comments started coming in her feed. You know, people were making negative comments about her, whatever the case. And something happened with her relationship that she had shared, you know, with everybody on YouTube. So she goes from this positive person to cursing people out and being nasty. And it was like a whole different, you know, person from what I expected to see on this channel. So after a while, all her all her all her comments, or I'm gonna say all her content, was mostly fighting the viewers. um if they made negative comments, she was going to talk about that on her channel, and start, you know moving her head and this and that, and she was just totally different from positive. So what did I have to do eventually? Guess what? I had to delete her. I don't want to see that anymore, so I had unsubscribed to her channel. But what I want you to understand as an individual, when you reach a certain age in life, you don't owe anybody any explanations about what you do. And I'm in my 50s now. It's like, if I say no, I don't expect people to question me why. I don't owe you an explanation if I already answered the question. It's like, years ago I used to be a Jehovah Witness, so there's sometimes I come across a Jehovah Witness, like I see them in the store or whatever, and the relationship dynamics is kind of different, because they're not going to really socialize with you if they haven't seen you at the meetings, or if they don't know what your status is anymore. Well, I just stopped going. So I saw this one lady who used to study with me, and she was like, chatting up. We was chatting it up, talking and whatever, and then all of a sudden, here comes the big question. Well, are you still serving Jehovah? Are you still going to the meetings? And I said, well, yeah, I still serve Jehovah, but I don't go to the meetings, and I won't be going no time soon. And she's like, well, it's the truth. You got to get there. It's the truth. And it's like she kept saying stuff like as if she wanted me to respond a certain type of way. But I felt like, I don't owe this lady no explanation about my relationship with God. I don't owe her no explanation, and I'm not going to say, okay, well, thank you, I'm going to go. I'm not going to do all that, because I don't owe her no explanation at all. And my relationship with God is personal. It's just like somebody said, oh, do you want to go out? Do you want to do this and that? No. Thank you for asking, though. But if they say, oh, why? Why don't you want to go out? And why you should come and you should do this? It's like, now I really don't want to go because you're forcing me to go. And I just said no. And I really don't owe you an explanation. My sister called me one day, and my sister is quite younger than me, and she have kids. So she hit me with the question, what does your schedule look like? So I'm like, well, why you want to know my schedule? I pretty much work during the day, and when I'm off of work, I like to come home and relax and do what I want to do, which I didn't tell her all that. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, well, I need you to do such and such. Are you able to do this for me? Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not able to do that at all. And so, of course, she got mad at me and, called me selfish, whatever the case was, so it is what it is. I'm in my 50s now, which I said that before. When you get a certain age, you don't owe nobody no explanations about what you do. Like, I've developed and grown as a woman. I've defined myself. I know who I am, and I don't really have to have certain relationships. I'm not going to drop everything and do what you want me to do. I'm not, it's like I'm in a routine and I do my own thing and I have my own schedule and I'm going to do what's of interest to me. People can make comments. They can call me selfish. They can, call me fat. They can call me whatever they want to do. It's not going to really take me out of my character because I don't owe you no explanations about anything about me. You're not taking me out of my character. No is no. I've reached that maturity in my life where I'm not trying to make other people happy. I'm trying to make me happy. And when you're in your 50s, it's like, hey, people shouldn't be asking you, hey, can you pick me up here? Can you do this? Can you do that for me? No. I'm older now. When I get off work, I want to relax. I want to do nothing. I'm mentally drained. It's my time. I'm going to do what I want to do. So call me selfish. Sorry, you can't depend on me. But I don't recall ever being able to depend on you either. So message for today. Let you know mean no. You ain't got to explain yourself. You ain't got to allow people to take you out of your character. They can call you what you want. You can say what they want about you. It's not going to change who you are. Because I've reached that maturity. And I reached that age where I don't owe nobody no explanation. Especially when I already said no and I answered your questions. My life is mine to enjoy. And when I'm dead and gone, I'm the only one that's going to be laying in that casket. I don't think anybody else is going to jump in there with me. So, I don't allow people to disturb or interrupt my feelings in life. I just go on and live it how I want to. And I owe you no explanation about that. Whatever I do, as long as I'm comfortable with it, mentally, and I'm fine with it, that's all that matters. Stop explaining yourself to people. What are you doing? You don't owe nobody no explanation. You do what's best for you. I hope you enjoyed this information. If so, do like the video and comment if you want to, and also share if you feel like this information would be beneficial to someone else. You take care. Until the next video. Bye, my